Welcome back, guys. So this is another video for a couple of reasons. First, I forgot to mention just something small that the bass now actually also spawn in swamps as well as lakes. Just because with the change where you actually have to catch the fish like themselves, it's a little easier now if they also spawn in swamps. and uh, Part of what inspired me to make that change was when I was actually trying to make the video to show it off, I had a lot of trouble finding a lake, but found quite a few swamps, and I figured, you know what, that's fine. They do spawn more in lakes though, so swamps don't have as many fish. But there was also one more thing I forgot to show off last episode. Before that, though, the main reason I wanted to make this video is that I want you guys to help me decide what features I can add next. So I created a straw poll. I guess I'll link it in the description, and if anyone that wants to help decide what sort of features I should do next, if you want to go there, just vote, and I'll take a look, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so the feature I want to talk about is burlap. So some of you may know that you can place 12 jute fiber onto a loom to weave it into burlap. That exists in the current release of Terraformacraft, but it there was nothing ever implemented with it. But I actually got around to doing that. So if we take this burlap, I mean, this is a pretty rudimentary crafting recipe. I just wanted to have something, and I might actually have something later if we get a more involved cloth working system. But currently it's just you do that and we get 3 burlap sacks. Now when they're stacked like that, you can't do anything with them. You have to unstack them, and then we can open them up, and they're a lot like a vessel. In fact, they have taken on some of the abilities of a vessel, and the vessel has actually lost some things. So for example, we can't put this potato in the vessel. Now normally you might say that's because, oh, the potato's too big. You know, we can't put a let me get a stick. Oh, come on, unprepared. Normally you might say, oh, it's too big, you can't put potatoes in a vessel that's 160 ounces. It used to be 80 or less, 80 or fewer. But we're gonna see that isn't exactly true. So let's cut the potato in half, get our vessel, take a look inside. We still can't put the potato in. However, we can put full 160 ounces of grains into vessels. And the burlap can take as many vegetables as you want. Basically any food, vegetables, any things that aren't grains have to go into burlap sacks now, which is made from jute, where I guess 24 jute fiber makes 3 burlap sacks. And ceramic vessels can only hold grain now, so that is flour and this grain. So if it has the stalk still on it, you have to cut that off, and then you can store it. So maybe twice the storage space isn't a great consolation, but in addition to the extra space, burlap sacks and vessels now slow down decay about 3 times more than they used to. So previously, being inside of a vessel slowed the decay of foods by 50%, so cut it in half, and now they decay at 15% the rate. So that's a little more than 3 times slower. So that'll help out. So that's burlap sacks and vessels. You cannot place burlap sacks on the ground, although to get them you need a loom, so you should have chests by then anyway, and burlap sacks just go in the chests. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.